Get your phone and share it. New seasons of life. God bless you, my friend, Dr. Ray Johnson here in Monday's Meal. I want to thank you for taking time to tune in with me on tonight. I call this the pop-up edition. God bless you, Sister Sheila Wilkerson. I see you. God bless you, lady. Thank you for joining me on tonight. I wanted to be careful to share just a little bit of information before I kind of get into tonight's Monday's Meal. Just a little bit, as we know, we are all preparing. Let me say once again, thank you for all of you who've been sending your well wishes and sending all of the condolences and everything to our family on behalf of my sister, my mother, and I. We want to just say thank you so much on behalf of the Walk of Dominion. Want to say the same thing as well. Thank you so much for caring enough to serve in the way that you are and the way that you're doing. So I'm just excited about that. So having said all of that tonight, I just want to just kind of give some updates and a little bit of information, if I can, really quick again, just simply because many people are I got word from someone today who thought that the homegoing had already happened and that it had already taken place. And so that is absolutely not the case. I want you to join us on this Friday, February the 6th. 6:30 until 8:30, from 6:30 until 7. We'll have a chance to view his body. I want you to know he's not there. He's already with the Lord already, but we'll have a chance for the viewing at that point. And at 7 o'clock, we will begin the service that night, Friday night, 7 o'clock in the chapel. Listen, if you are from A&N Store, whether you are Coliseum Crossing, Denby, or in downtown Hampton, I want to see you. The family wants to see you. If you are at A&N Store, if you're from Calvary Life Church, we want to see you on Friday night. Calvary Life Church. Calvary Life Church. If you are from there, we want to see you. New Life Church, we want to see you there. Of course, Zoe Community Church, CRCP, and Dominion, please be in the house. We want to make sure that we see you and spend time worshiping with you on that night. We're going to sing, reflect, pray, love on each other. And then the very next day, Saturday morning at 11 a.m., right back there at the church, we'll be in the sanctuary taking time to celebrate and to worship the Lord where he pastored for many, many years. And I'm telling you, nothing quite like being able to stand where he stood for many years and touching the lives of many people. So having shared that and said that, no, the service has not happened. It will be taking place starting on Friday night, February the 6th, 6:30 to 8:30. Then again on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Please communicate with everybody that you can. Let them know that we'll be spending time together worshiping the Lord there everything will happen and take place. Somebody asked me one time, where is the church? Right there at Dominion Outreach Worship Center, 119 29th Street, great city of Newport News, Virginia. Still in the same facility. I'm excited because heating in the building got taken care of today. Let's praise, shout, and dance in the sanctuary when we gather together. Amen, somebody. I thought tonight, real quickly for Monday's meal, I'm going to share quickly, just from my own perspective, of lessons of life and leadership from Pastor Senior. That's right. Lessons of life and leadership from Pastor Senior. You know, when I start to talk about, look at how I've developed and grown as a leader, I know many people may think a lot of it may have come from some of my seminary and business school training experience. And although those things did add and give towards some developmental processes for me, I can let you know the lion's share of my development came right out of my own household, started way before I even got to high school, even as a 9, 10, and 11-year-old. Lessons of leadership in life. Number one of the things that I learned from Pastor Senior was about relationships. And he began to teach me that business really moves at the speed of how well you are able to really cultivate relationships with others. You'd be surprised of the number of open door opportunities I have had throughout my life because of relationships that not necessarily I had, but he has had. Some of those things are happening and taking place right now. And so learning how to be able to leverage relationships in an authentic way where people are now able to speak well of your name. Your name speaks well for you before you get into environments, before you go places. Your name is already spoken for you. One of the things about Pastor Senior, his integrity was unquestioned relationships, and he learned how to be able to live with them and through them in an authentic way. Didn't mean he didn't have conflict along the way, but he never allowed the conflict to cause him to lose focus of the cause of what they were involved in, whether that was in leadership inside of A&N, the local church, or the band that he participated in. He managed and navigated and cultivated relationships well. We often hear the adage phrase, people may not remember what you said, but they do remember how you made them feel. And he's one of those persons that cultivated relationships where people really felt the love of God, the presence of God, even in moments of correction and discipline. They still felt the hand of the Lord in that. Number two, not only with relationships, but you've got to be real in regards to your relationships. Pastor Senior, probably one of the realest people that I knew. I put a post out there about saying how I said how many people thought that they knew him. And because of his humble demeanor, and sometimes even he would be silent in circumstances. And then he began to say this. I don't know if you caught this post where I talked about, he said, oftentimes people want the blessings and promises of God without understanding that God is first moved by principle. And then he said, we want things to happen in our way and on our time, when really it's about God's way and his time. And he went on to say, when I asked him the question, why do you remain so silent when these things are happening and taking place in your life? And then he said, who am I to get in the way of God's process in people's lives as he's bringing them to the point of understanding his principles? And I'm telling you, that one right there, that one just knocked me all the way out. I'm telling you, blew me all the way away. So when I start to talk about lessons of life and leadership, one is relationships. Two, you've got to be real and authentic in your relationships. And that's all the way from when you are establishing patterns and boundaries and training people how to treat you, and when you have decided that you are going to discontinue in connection with others at the same time. One thing about him is he was always real. And the very last one for Monday's meal tonight, when I started to talk about lessons of life and leadership from Pastor Raymond R. Johnson Sr., the last one I would say, he fought tooth and nail, not so much to be right, but to walk in a righteous way. Somebody put them inside of the chat for me. Life and lessons and leadership from Pastor Raymond R. Johnson. Number one, you've got to cultivate relationships. That's number one. Number two, You've got to focus on being real and authentic. And number 3, it's not about being right as much as it is about righteousness. If we ever put righteousness at the forefront of all of our decisions that we make, we will always stay in agreement and in alignment. You know, I had to get it in there, with God. And so I want to thank you for tuning in on tonight. I hope that these little bit of nuggets of truth help move you toward your life man's date and Monday's meal. Again, one more time, homegoing taking place. We're viewing on Friday, right at 6:30 p.m., 6:30 to 7. We'll view 7 to 8:30. We'll sing. We'll hear from those he's been connected with. If you're from Calvary Life, New Life, Zoe Community, CRCP, Dominion, ANN, Huntington High School, the Charlie McClendon and the Magnificence. If you're from any of those, we got to see you in the place Friday night, and then we'll all celebrate together come that Sunday morning. Since it is Black History Month, how could I close it out without talking about the Black History moment with Raymond R. Johnson? Many people forget that he was one of the first Black retail managers right there in downtown Hampton. Yeah, he was. He was one of the first Black retail managers in downtown Hampton at ANN. And I was just sharing with my wife that he managed the financial operation of not only downtown Hampton, but Coliseum Crossing and the store in Denby. He managed it financially without a computer, but by hand. And his books were always balanced at the end of shifts, at the end of the week. And he progressively graduated up, so much so to the point where they kept on promoting him, where he was responsible for 3 stores, and those who worked under him went on to work in those stores where he maintained supervisory relationships over 3 stores on the peninsula. I'm telling you, the first Black retail manager among them in downtown Hampton and throughout the peninsula. I hope that this has been helpful for you tonight. And each of those relationships, he managed them by being real and authentic and seeking to look for what was right in each and every one of those. I hope that this tonight has been helpful for you and that it has been meaningful to you tonight in Monday's meal. We'll see you again soon, real soon, my friend. Take care. Hope to see you this weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye.